is Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cards and the Panthers, and it's coming up next.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Alongside the incomparable Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, as we settle into this one group that won't be settled, these opposing defenses, because they have to try and stop two of the more mobile quarterbacks in the NFL. Kyler Murray and Cam Newton.
And trying to prepare for these guys absolutely ruins defensive staffs days and nights leading up to the game, doesn't it? But the only thing these defenses do have going for them is that both get to defend a mobile quarterback in practice each week. So they're hoping some of those lessons will carry over to this one as they try and slow these guys down.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Dante Pettis on the return, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And some room to roll now. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll have Cam Newton calling the shots, the big man under center at 6'5", nearly 250 pounds.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Newton got a man, and he hits him in stride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Murray going to take off with it. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the option. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs. Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Come on, let's go. 49, check 49.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Newton. Eluding the pressure right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Working with his 2nd and 4. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd down and 4, Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Murray now. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They fake the give. Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And here's Joseph Charlton now. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets him a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. 17-0 our score after one.
20.
On second down, McCaffrey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Murray now on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
He was looking for Daniels that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make...
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Flush to his right. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 12.
Watch 82. Watch 82.
Here's Newton. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This offense finds legs now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Brent Urban there to get him down. On 2nd and 9, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. Marr able to put this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the 3rd drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, and 3 points from 3 drives, that's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Murray. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And this one is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Panthers 3.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 24, Newton. And Anderson's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Newton on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams. As the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 4. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Here's Smith to return it, and able to get this out to the 25. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out right around the 39.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down.
They run with Hines. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Here's Hines. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Into the hands of Pettis. It's a jet sweep. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Dante Pettis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 72 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A 7-yard pickup brings
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
49 the mark.
They run again with Hines. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100.
Touchdown!
Right now.
Nick Bowden, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers about ready to take over.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And now Anderson is slow to get up, staying down after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Murray now.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at their 48-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's got this down to the 35.
Let's go. Do it.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up second and 3 at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
Check 24. Check
2nd and 3. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. They begin the drive with Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Detroit Pride that time gets the tackle. 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Shotgun now for Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On first down, it's Hines. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, right back to Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On third down, Hines, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Escaping the pressure right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now back to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.